Hello, hello. Tycho and I are just out on the porch here. Tycho. Just doing a little bit of worship and prayer and reading, and just wanted to tell you about a interesting experience this morning. I'm not one big on trying to seek, like phenomenal experiences and chasing, encounters and stuff like that. But this was interesting. So I woke up, I don't know, I guess around 6:30, and it was still a little bit dark outside. And I was hearing music, very clearly. It was like a very large choir, and not any different really than just worship music we hear, a band. Not really, heavy or anything like that, but mostly choral driven. And so I thought, Sarah must be listening to music over there. So I decided to go ahead and get up, and I see that she is, that her phone is on, and she's laying next to it. And I said, I thought I was hearing music. And she said, I'm not playing music. And so I went out in the living room, and there's no, Sydney's not out there. Reese isn't on the computer. It's quiet. And Tycho, you're bumping the chair. And, I could even hear the lyrics. It was talking about, Lord, we lift you up. We sing your highest praises. But then I remembered too that throughout the night, and it wasn't like interrupting my sleep. It was, your sleep kind of goes up and down. And I guess I woke up several times, or kind of woke up, but I would hear these phrases over and over. Set yourself apart. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Take refuge in me. Come away with me. Get away with me. And this happens to me a lot, actually. I will hear things about the topic that I'm going to be preaching on that particular weekend. And, I kind of have this conversation with the Lord all week long about the topic. And then I try to narrow it down into a message. And so a lot of times I wake up and I have the pieces of like the progression of a sermon will be put together in those moments for me by the Spirit. But this one was different. This one was more like instructional to me, but then also to be given out. And, there's a lot of people right now having prophecies and dreams and all kinds of different things going on. And, people like to think that they know what's happening, what's really happening, and what's going to happen. Well, the Spirit of the Lord knows. And He has a good future planned for us, filled with nothing but blessing and good things. Now, in the world, we'll have tribulation. In the world, there's division and fighting and all of that stuff. But, the Lord is a good Father, and He has good things for us, and He will not give us snakes and stones if we ask Him for bread. So I think that it's a body-wide invitation to not seek Him, but set ourselves apart unto Him, which is the definition of holiness. A lot of times you hear preachers talk about time to live holy, and they're talking about quit your sinning. And of course that is a part of it, obviously. I mean, holiness should bear the fruit of living clean apart from sin, but holiness has more to do with you sanctifying yourself, meaning setting yourself apart unto the Lord. So practically what that looks like is you manage your life in such a way that you are setting yourself apart for the Master's use, to be a vessel used by Him. So that might look like dedicated time to just sit with the Word, open your heart to Him. Not a religious exercise of having to read the Word, but you're taking time as the clay to put yourself in the potter's hands, to let Him work His will and His plans in you and through you. And I would encourage you to discipline your life in such a way where you're setting yourself apart to Him. You're organizing your life in such a way where you're creating time to let Him develop His character in you and bear His fruit through you. Set yourself apart to Him. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Interact with Him. Allow the manifestation of His Spirit to bless you, to let you know that you're loved, so that you can carry that. You need that. You need that type of encouragement and fuel and strength from the Lord in your time alone with Him to carry into this world. Because the world needs to see. You need it. Your family needs it. Your friends around you need it. Your church needs it. And the people, the world around you needs that. The world seems to be upside down in many ways right now. And as we set ourselves apart to Him and allow Him to build His character in us and bear His fruit through us, we'll be a light and example. I pray that's helpful. Bless you guys. Love you guys.